The U.S. national debt has hit an all-time high, $19 trillion and counting. That breaks down to about $60,000 for each person living in the United States, and that's including children. Joining us now to break it all down are two of Southern Nevada's premier retirement advisors. That's Nick Strobelt and Abe Ashton. They are here from Ashton Strobelt, and they are fondly referred to as Nevada's retirement brothers. And I'm just learning now, you're not actually brothers, you are brother-in-laws, which makes you brothers.
Yeah, we're brothers-in-law, and we're still stuck with one another until one of our wives leaves us.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Mine's
not going anywhere though.
Well, they did good. Whoever dressed too. I mean, the green. You guys are really happy St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah,
It's
we
a
tried
good day
to
to
represent.
celebrate.
We didn't want anybody pinching us
Yes,
today on the
that
show.
was the first thing.
Yeah,
I've
it
been
was
pinching
like
Sean all morning,
he deserves
not
it.
you.
He deserves
He
it.
deserves it
For sure.
All right. Well, let's talk about the rising debt. You know, $19 trillion and counting. When I first read those numbers, it's like, wait, what? I don't think as an American I even realize that. I can still wrap my head around it. Why is
You
it
just
that?
you just should wrap your head around your share. Your share of it is $60,000 or so, and so that's what you owe back to the federal government because you were in such charge of how much of that you were spending, right?
Right, yeah.
You didn't have any control over that.
All
but
that shopping.
This is all because of just typical bad habits. See, the country goes in debt the same way a family or an individual goes into debt, which is bad financial choices, right? Leveraging assets and taking on responsibilities that there's no way you can pay. You know, my income hasn't changed at all, but I've decided to take a $20,000 vacation this summer. I'm going to put on a credit card and hope there's some way, maybe I'll hope for a raise to pay it off after the summer, but there's really no foreseeable way to pay that vacation off. Well, we've done that same thing with the entitlement programs that we have, Social Security, Medicare, even Medicaid, Obamacare. Those things now are contributing to this huge national debt that there's just no way that we're going to be able to get out of it without huge changes.
And when do you think these bad habits started to occur as Americans? You know, when did we decide that, hey, it was okay to, you know, put our money down on a vacation? We really don't ever going to have the money to pay it back.
Yeah, well, going back to when it started is very difficult because there's an old quote that's been misattributed over the years that says as soon as the general populace can vote funds from the Treasury, meaning as soon as the popular people can vote somebody who's going to give them the most free stuff, that's when a democracy will fail. Right, as soon as the people realize they can take money from the Treasury just by voting someone who's going to give them in, and I don't want to get into the big political aspect of it, but that really is what it is politicians from both sides of the aisle over-promising to get elected and then spending money we don't have to give. It's just, and that's been happening not just this last election, not just with President Obama, but it's been happening for years.
For years upon years. Okay, let's talk about retirement. When people say, hey, you know, it's time to retire. Are people who are nearing retirement or the younger generation, who should be more fearful?
Yeah, well, both of them actually are in the same boat. The problem is for everybody. And but if you're younger, the problem's more on your side because you're going to be around longer, of course. But it's interesting, if you look back when President George W. Bush entered office, the national debt was at $5 trillion. And then when he exited the office, it was at $10 trillion. And now 7.5 years later, we're at a 19, almost doubling again over 7.5 years. And so the pace of the growth is the frustrating part, is it's becoming very unmanageable for a nation to have that growth. And it's one thing if the economy is growing the same pace or greater to manage that, but that's not been the case. And like Abe was saying, like the household is in the same boat. Is if you're spending way too much, you're very restricted on your finances because most of your money is going to service current debt, and it can't go to other projects and investments and things like that. And so the nation's really becoming in a hard, difficult situation right now.
And this is the way it's affected us with our clients. See, our clients have come in, and I've been working with retirees for almost 20 years now. And it used to be when people would come in, they would say, hey, we're worried about our retirement, we're worried about spending money on us. We don't care how much is left for our kids when we pass away. They'll be fine, and nobody left us anything behind, and so we want the last check to the undertaker to bounce. You know, we want to spend everything, or you've seen bumper stickers that say, we're spending our children's inheritances, and that's the way most of the people coming into my office felt 20 years ago. Today, many people are realizing their kids don't have much that they're being left with. They don't have retirement programs, pensions. It's harder to have 401k matchings in many of the companies today. And so more and more people are coming into our office saying, help me have a plan that allows me to do what I want to do during retirement, but it's becoming increasingly more important to leave something on to our heirs. And we call that the us-them matrix, which is, are we trying to have our funds just for us, or are we trying to leave some for them, for our heirs? Where do you fit in that scale? And so we like people to come into our office and say, we can show you with your money, hey, if you have X number of dollars, how much money can you live just off of the interest? You know, we're generating some great income, and then leave some funds to your heirs, because it's no longer fair for anyone today to say, nobody left us anything, so we're not leaving our kids anything. We are leaving our kids $60,000 in debt. They don't have the same programs. We are not leaving a better country financially than the ones that we inherited. And so it's more and more important to leave something for those.
Different world we live in.
For sure, yeah, you bet.
Okay, and you guys have a complimentary analysis. What is that? Can you describe what that is?
Yeah, this is a complimentary retirement analysis, just a consultation that we offer without any fee or charge for the viewers of The Blend that call in. And what we'll do is we'll sit down with them and we'll say, based off of what you have, and this is for pre-retirees, most beneficial for those over the age of 50 years old. For pre-retirees and those already retired who say, I want to know how I can preserve my nest egg, not lose money in the stock market, pass something on to my heirs, but make sure I never run out of money through my lifetime, because as much as we love our kids and want them to have something, nobody wants to live with them at the age of 80 years old. So that's very important.
You guys are helping on all different levels. Okay, so we want people to come on in. And again, you said if they're viewers of The Blend, they come on in.
Call into our office, 702-900-8177. We'd love to have them come in. I think many people are surprised just how much more income they can use from their investments. People choose not to spend because they're afraid they're going to run out. We can show them how they won't run out. They can leave something on and probably have more retirement income than they currently have.
The words are intimidating. It's the lack of knowledge. You guys are here to help.
Absolutely.
These brothers are here to help, okay, everyone? The Retirement Brothers at Ashton Strobelt have a very special offer for you. We were just talking about it. If you are nearing retirement and want to see if you're on the right track, call Ashton Strobelt right now. They're giving you a free retirement analysis. The number is right there on your screen. Be sure to tune in each and every Thursday morning for more information on Ashton Strobelt and how the brothers can help you retire successfully. You can also check out their website. That's AshtonStrobelt.com. That is a mouthful. I love it.